Alright guys, I want to talk to you guys today about the Roborock Flexi. So just to be sure, this is the regular normal Flexi, not the Flexi Lite or the Flexi Pro. But I will do a comparison at the end. I'm also going to show you the app, which you can access in there as far as features. But before all that, we'll talk about the actual vacuum mop itself, show you the features and how it works. So as you can see, it's built basically just like any other mop vacuum. So you've got your various tanks. Well, of course, there's going to be the clean water tank. This one's right in the front there. Nice and fairly large, and then you can easily remove it in and out, and then you just fill the water by opening that guy there and filling that hole with the water. And then the dirty water tank is going to be here. You just easily press this button, pull this guy out. Right at the top you're going to have that hair filter, but then you can easily pull this thing out here just like so, and that's going to be super convenient because it separates the liquid. You can just pour that out into the toilet, and then all the solids here, you can kind of just, throw it over the trash can and whatnot. So very easy. All right, and the roller itself is at the bottom here, which you can easily just remove this cover. And then this guy you can also kind of just pull out real easily like so to be able to clean it. But this thing does come with a self-cleaning feature, so I'm going to show you that a bit later. And it also even heats itself, heat dries, so that you don't have to wait around as long as you would without that feature there. Okay, and everything is turned on using that LED display right at the top there. So of course you're going to have that power button to turn it on. That power button also serves as the start and stop, or pause, unpause if you're just wanting to stop it real quick while you're mopping without turning it all the way off. All right, so I've already got water in here, so let's just test it out on this floor here. So all you have to do, again, just unlock it like that, and then we're gonna press the power button here. Auto mode. And there you go. So as you heard, it said it was in auto mode, and there are 3 different modes. So if you click through the cycle button at the top of the LED display, you can choose between eco mode, auto mode, and max mode. And so that's essentially, gonna affect how much water is output, how fast the roller spins and whatnot. So just keep in mind, that will affect the runtime. So I'm just going to use auto mode for now. So there we go. So now you can see it's turned red, meaning the floor's a bit dirty. So let's see what this guy can do to clean it up. Now, by the way, as you'll see, I'm cleaning the edges here, which this guy can do because it's edge-to-edge cleaning. So that's one of the perks of this product here. So let's see how well it does with that. Auto mode. All right, guys, so I just cleaned that up, and as you can see, just a little bit of the water there. So it definitely cleans the floor. It mops it up even when it's just, your everyday dirt and grime. It's going to be effective at that. But now let's test it out on some real messes. Let's throw some food on the ground and see if it can pick up all that stuff up. All right, guys, so one of the main reasons I got this is because I do have 2 kids, so there's always a mess of food on the ground. So we've got some ketchup, some maple syrup here, and then a couple chips, and then my mortal enemy, rice. So let's see how well this does. So I've got it on max mode. And that's awesome. As you can already see, just one pass on that ketchup, and it was able to pick all that up. One easy pass of the maple syrup as well. And look at that. And beautiful. So just like I was talking before, it's going to put all those liquids or those solids out there, so you can just shake this over the trash can, and then the liquid stuff will go down the toilet real easily. It's separated, and you don't have to really get your hands in there because you can just kind of smack the solids against the trash can and it'll fall in there. All right, guys, so here it is docked, placed on its dock, so it's automatically charging. You'll see that battery icon come on, show that it's charging, and then you would go ahead and just press this guy here. Start self-cleaning. And then it's gonna self-clean. All right, guys, so after about 3 or 4 minutes of that, it does enter the drying mode automatically. And that's something that you can change through the app, just how long that takes. So let's actually take a look at the app, see exactly all the things that you can customize on there. And then I'll show you exactly what is different about this from the Lite and versus the Pro as well. Alright, so when you first open up the app, you're going to see your main buttons down below, and it all depends on whether it's placed on the dock or if it's off the dock. So right now it's in the dock, so you have the options to start self-cleaning or start drying. And then the gear setting will be specific to that mode as well. So here, if we click on the gear setting, we can change the self-cleaning mode from balanced all the way to smart to deep. We can change the temperature from room temperature to warm to high. We can even toggle on and off the auto self-cleaning. So it'll self-clean right when it's docked without you having to manually press self-clean button. You can change the drying duration, and then of course also the auto drying to have it auto dry right after it self-cleans. But you can also access all the different settings at the top right if you click on the three dots. So for example, we can change the cleaning settings here. If we click into that, we can change the suction force from gentle, balanced, all the way to turbo. We can even change the water level as well as the roller speed. You also have the option to toggle to automatically resume cleaning when the vacuum is unfolded versus when it's locked. And then, of course, the charging dock settings we've already looked at here, same settings here. But then you also have the option here to schedule self-drying and self-cleaning, which is pretty cool. And then just various options at the bottom there, so you can change the language to whatever you'd like. You can also change the volume. And then the maintenance will let you know how much life is left in the filter and roller. And then you have access as well from here to go to the product guide in case you need a reference back to it. All right, one last feature I forgot to mention so far is that this guy goes all the way down. So you can lay it flat like this, so you can get really into the low level areas of your house without issue. All right, so as far as the Lite, the really main difference between the Lite and this and the Pro is that it is gonna be smaller. So it's gonna be a smaller tank, both for the water and the dirty water tank. So if you've got a whole lot of stuff to clean, you may consider just going for the regular Flexi or the Pro version. It also doesn't have access to the app. So if that's important to you, being able to customize all those settings that we looked at, you may wanna go with the regular Flexi or Pro. Everything else is basically the same between the Lite and this guy. Now this guy versus the Pro, so one major difference is that with the Pro, there's actually a mechanism that will detect if you're pushing or pulling it. So that'll make it easier for, moving around. So if that's important to you, you may want to consider the Pro. But believe it or not, that's actually really the only difference. So it's all about being able to push it and pull it easier. That's up for you to decide which one's right for you. So I hope that helps to at least let you know exactly how the regular Pro middle of the road one works. So definitely check it out today.